Welcome back, football fans, to another installment of Lima Warriors football here on a lovely Saturday afternoon. The Warriors have traveled up north to take on the Motor City Rams. We are just about set to get this game underway. The Rams will receive the opening kick here. So we'll get our first look at the Warriors defensive unit to start the game off tonight. Live here from Dearborn Heights at wonderful Falcons Stadium. As we are all set, there is the opening kick. Covered near the goal line there. He's got some blockers bringing this one up, and he's going to make a man miss, and a great return for the Rams. Getting things up to near midfield there. Return up to the 40-yard line by number 4, Navario Davis. Thank you all for tuning in with us tonight on the Lima Warriors Facebook page. Proud to bring you the Players Football Association as the Rams offense takes the field. Got two receivers to the right, one up top to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. Warriors have one deep safety. There's the snap. It's going to be a play action and a quick hit across the middle on the slant, and he continues to fight forward. A big gain on first down for the Rams. Pass caught by number 12, Drew Carroll. Off the good pass from the quarterback, Armani Posey. So the Rams pretty quickly get back to the line. Four receivers split wide. Takes a snap. This time it will be a handoff to the running back, running off to the left. Got some room to work with. Makes a few more guys miss, and that will be good for a first down for the Rams. Carried by number 14, Javon Perry. And those are two big plays for this Ram offense right out of the gate. As the Warrior defense now defending the red zone for the first time this afternoon. Back in the shotgun, we've got four receivers. Now we got a man in motion. Quarterback takes a snap, looking right, going to throw that one into the corner, and that is caught for a touchdown, Rams. Pass caught by number 17, Darius Adkins, as the Motor City Rams getting off to a very fast start here with the early 6-0 lead. Two big plays in the air and a nice run. And now we are looking at 6-0 in favor of the home team. Number 97 lined up. Number 00, Davion Haynes, the holder. Warriors line up heavy on that right side, maybe looking to block this kick. And we have a timeout on the field. So let me take this moment to thank you all for tuning in once again to the Players Football Association here on the Lima Warriors Facebook page. Looks like there will be a penalty. They're going to walk it back a couple of yards for the PAT. Bear with me tonight, folks. My apologies. I am cameraman and commentator. So if one of the two is lacking, my sincere apologies. We're going to do our best to bring you all the action tonight. Snap and the hold. The kick is up, and it will be no good. So the score will hold at 6-0. Motor City, the Rams get off to a fast start with the early touchdown. And now it'll be time for the Warriors offense to come out and show what they can do. 13 minutes remaining in the first period. Here from Falcon Stadium up in Dearborn Heights, Michigan. Not sure if it will apply to this kickoff, but did see in the pregame the Rams working on their onside kick recovery. As of now, the Warriors have 2 receivers deep. Number 97, Rasko Apostolowski. I'm sure I mispronounced that. Apostolovsky, forgive me. Set to kick things off here for the Rams. Number 22, Zamarian Allen back deep for the Warriors. As the kicker is set, here we go. It's a deep kick this time. Fielded at around the 18-yard line. Warriors setting up some blocks, looking to get some room here. Nice return up to the 42 before he is brought down by number 22, Ronaldo Smith Jr. So here come the Warriors offense. Warriors, of course, in their white uniforms tonight, brought to you by Trinity Trifecta. It was a tough go of it last week for the Warrior offense. A couple of costly turnovers kept them from getting points on the board. We'll see what the offense looks like this week. We've got 3 receivers lined up, 2 to the right, and 1 running back to Sanchez's right. It'll be a handoff to the runner. He's going to cut back and swallowed up for a loss there by number 9, Jorian O'Neal. Looks like that was Qvon Henry on the carry. So the Warriors offense moving backwards on that first play. Warriors will be looking to make up ground here on second down. Quarterback Donovan Sanchez in the shotgun. We've got Christian Clark in the slot. John Savoy at the bottom of your screen. Elijah Wilson out wide at the top of your screen. And Henry in the backfield with Sanchez, who drops back. He's looking to pass. Oh, no, that's a fumble. Strip sack there. Recovered by the Rams, and this one will be brought all the way back for a touchdown. Touchdown Rams as they build on this early lead. It is now 12-0 Motor City. It looked like that was number 9, Jorian O'Neal, who got the strip sack of Donovan Sanchez. It's recovered by Takari Johnson, who took it to the house. And that Warrior offense will have to recover quickly and look to get an answer to this early 2-touchdown lead for the Rams. Snap, the kick is up, and this one is good. So the Rams add to their lead. That'll make it 13-0 here in the first quarter with 11:46 remaining. We'll see if the Warrior offense can recover and get some points on the board in this drive. Beautiful night here at Falcon Stadium. Finally starting to feel like summertime is upon us here in the Midwest. Thank you to everybody tuning in on Facebook. Make sure you give this page a follow so you can stay up to date with all of the latest news in the world of Lima Warriors. You can also catch all future games right here on this very page. Unfortunately, this broadcast team will not be with you for the next couple of weeks, but have no fear. The streams will be here, and I personally cannot wait to get back in the booth in June. But for now, the Rams holding on to a 13-point lead as they kick this one off. This one is a dribbler up to about the 20 where it's picked up and recovered by Wilson up to about the 36. A nice return there by Elijah Wilson. And we'll see what the Warriors offense has in store for this second drive. If you're just joining us, it's been a quick start for the Rams. Couple of big pass plays got them into the end zone on their first drive, and a strip sack of quarterback Donovan Sanchez turned into a scoop and score, and that gives us the Rams with a 2-touchdown lead. Donovan Loon Sanchez in the shotgun. Got Savoy and Clark to your left. Thomas and Wilson to the right. And running back number 3, Q Von Henry in the backfield with Sanchez. And we've got a stoppage in play here, a delay of game on the Warriors. That'll march them back to make this one a 1st and 15. Penalties also played a big role in last week's game, so hopefully this is not a sign of things to come for the Warriors. $11:36 remaining in the first quarter. Warriors looking to get those first points on the board. As they line up in the same formation. Sanchez reading the defense. Takes a snap. It is a quarterback keeper. A little read option there, and he won't get much. Gets past the line of scrimmage, maybe right back to it for a short gain on the play. That's going to make it 2nd and 15 for the Warrior offense. Sanchez brings the play into the huddle. We'll note that last week, the Warrior offense was very reliant on the run game. Sure, they'll be looking to get the passing game more involved this evening. He's got 2 receivers stacked on the short side of the field. Takes a snap. Sanchez looking left. He's going to throw that one over the head of his intended receiver, Christian Clark. So that one falls incomplete, and it will be 3rd and long for Lima. Thank you all for joining us tonight. This broadcast brought to you in part by Carnage Media, who provided the equipment for tonight's stream. Be sure to follow them on Facebook or subscribe to the YouTube channel at Carnage Media PPV. As we take the snap here, Sanchez looking left. He's going to throw this one up for Savoy, and that will fall incomplete, well covered by the Rams. And that one's going to make it 4th and long for Lima. Not an ideal start for the Warriors, but plenty of time remaining as we still have 10 minutes left in the very first quarter. And after what I can only assume will be a punt, we will see if the Warrior defense was able to make any adjustments after the Rams got off to a hot start, a very quick first drive. They got yards in bunches on their way to the end zone. That Warrior defense looked good last week. And we'll see if they are able to create a turnover, build a little momentum to help get the offense going. Sanchez is back deep to punt. Looks like the Warriors formation is making sure there is no block here, and the punt is away. It's going to be fielded right around the 40. Some good coverage there by Wilson, who is unable to corral the returner, and now he's got some room to run. Makes another man miss, cutting down to the sideline, going, and he might have been gone, but looked like he was forced out of bounds or stepped out of bounds right around the 40-yard line of Lima. Looks like it's going to be a spot of around the 41. So an incredible return by number 17, Darius Adkins. And the Warriors defense will face another tough challenge here with the ball starting in their own territory. Rams got 3 receivers bunched to the left side. We'll see if quarterback Armani Posey goes to the air again to start this one. Takes a shotgun snap, dropping back, looking to his right, going to throw that one, and it is caught on the post route. Number 1, Curtis Allen Jr. on the reception, and that is a big gain for the Rams. As Posey in this passing attack doing whatever they want early on. See if the Warriors are able to get some pressure on the quarterback and move the Rams back a bit here. It's number 17, Adkins, checks into the game for the Rams. Posey scanning the defense, takes a snap, going to be a handoff to number 14. He may have the edge, and he cuts back, almost forced out, cuts back, and that will be a touchdown for Motor City. So that will make the score now 19-0. And it sounds like from the call from the sideline that the Rams will be going for 2 on this one to make it a even 21. Number 14, Javon Perry on that touchdown carry. Looked like he was running out of room, an impressive run. Bounced it to the outside. I thought he was going to be run out of bounds, but cut back in. Took a couple of would-be tacklers with him across the goal line, and the Rams now have a 3-score lead as they look to make up for that missed extra point. Fake the jet sweep. Going to pass it across the middle, and that is incomplete. So the Warriors able to hold on that 2-point conversion attempt, and now we will get reset for the next kickoff with the Rams holding a 19-point first quarter lead. Today's broadcast brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, such as Wilson Footballs, Frickers of Lima, Todd Sturgeon Photography, of course, Trinity Trifecta, who provide the uniforms for the Warriors, and Carnage Media for providing the broadcast equipment, and yours truly on commentary and camera today. So for those of you joining us just now, apologies in advance if the camera work or commentary is subpar. It's just because I'm doing them both tonight, but we're going to do everything we can to bring you a quality broadcast here on the Lima Warriors Facebook page. Rams are set for the kickoff, and we are back underway. This one's popped up a little bit, going to be a short kick, bounces around the 30, picked up by Wilson, who was held on to by Cam Bell. Nice tackle by number 21 in black. And the Warriors offense takes the field for their third drive of the night. Been a slow start for the Warrior offense. We'll see if they're able to capitalize on some good starting field position here. So we see number 18, Elijah Wilson, staying on the field after the return. He'll be joined by Christian Clark and John Savoy out wide. Torian Lute has checked in at running back, number 29. And Vance Thomas still in the game at tight end. Warriors lining up in the pistol formation to start this drive. Everything bunched up on the short sideline. A lot of room over there for Wilson, who's alone on the right hash mark. Sanchez takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Lute, who's going to fight forward and get a couple of yards there on first down. Corralled by multiple Ram defenders. As number 3, Qvon Henry checks into the game for Wilson. Maybe in for a 2-back set, but last week we saw the Warriors split one of those running backs out wide on a couple of occasions. And that appears to be the case here as well, as Henry will line up on the outside. Number 00, Davion Haynes, lined up against him. Rams showing blitz here. They're going to come up the middle, the handoff to Lute, and he is met immediately in the backfield. Nowhere to go on that one. Number 0, Kevin Williams, I believe, was the first Ram to get there. He almost met Lute at the point of the handoff. So the blitz was very successful there for Motor City. And now we are looking at 3rd and about 13 for Lima. Sanchez directing traffic. Takes a snap, looking to his left. He's going to throw that one to Clark, who makes a man miss and dives forward, getting about to the original line of scrimmage to make this one a 4th and 10. That pass good for about 3 yards. Sanchez dropping back. Looks like the Warriors will get into their punt formation. Number 3, Devin Ashley, I believe, is the return man deep, standing at about his own 25-yard line. (19-0) Rams with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The Warriors set to punt. This one is away, and it's fielded cleanly. And he's got a couple of blockers, makes a man miss, and is eventually corralled by number 29, Torian Lute, near midfield. And we have a Warrior down. Unfortunately, it looks like that is number 77, Jeremy Green. Not sure what happened there, but he's holding his left knee as the trainer's going to come take a look at him. Of course, we hope it is nothing major. We will keep you updated as best as we can from up here. Three minutes and 47 seconds remain in the first period. If you're just joining us, it has been all Rams early. They received the opening kick and took the ball right down the field in just a few plays, scoring the early touchdown. They did miss that first extra point. First Warriors drive also resulted in points for the Rams as Sanchez was strip sacked, and there was a scoop and score by number 10, Dakari Johnson of the Rams. And then after a 3-and-out, the Rams offense would again score pretty quickly, this time on a run by Javon Perry. So the good news, guys, is that Green is making his way off the field assisted by teammates. So we will keep an eye out for him. And if he rejoins the game, we will let you know. As play will resume here momentarily. We'll see what the Rams offense has in store for the Warriors on this next drive. They have been very successful on first down through the air. So not only on the quick passes, but they have looked deep and hit pay dirt that way as well. And the Warriors are going to go ahead and take a timeout. And we will stay right here as we get ready for this 1st and 10 for the Rams. Thank you all so much for tuning in and commenting along as we watch this one live on the Lima Warriors Facebook page. Make sure to give the page a follow so you can stay up to date on the Warriors schedule and any special events they may be hosting. Both teams breaking from the timeouts. We will be looking at a 1st and 10 for Motor City when play resumes. Warriors defense needs to make a big play here, get things turned around, see if they can slow down the momentum of the Motor City Rams, who have been a well-oiled machine thus far. Posey sends the man in motion, takes the snap, fakes the jet sweep. That's going to be a screen to the left. Pretty well set up with the blockers, and he's going to make a man miss, make another miss, and carry some tacklers with him to the 25. As the screen pass works well for the Rams on that one. Number 3, Devin Ashley. Made the play with his feet, but it looks like there was a penalty. This one's going to come back. So that is good news for the Warriors as they are marching this one off. Looks like the hold was around the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 1st and long. It might have been it was a few yards upfield. Looks like we're going to be looking at about a 1st and 16 approximately here. See if the Warriors defense can capitalize on this opportunity as the Rams have first and long to restart this drive. They got 3 receivers, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Number 12 in motion, that is Drew Carroll. Posey takes a snap, play action, looking left, and that one is caught again by number 3, Devin Ashley, and gets all those penalty yards back and then some. That's going to make it about 2nd and 7. The Rams continuing to find success in the passing game here in the early going. Number 17, Darius Adkins, checks into the game. Man in motion, snap is fumbled. Recovered by Posey. Got a friendly bounce on that one, and he will just run it out of bounds, as that will go for a loss of about 7 yards or so. It's going to make it 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13. Warriors catching a couple of breaks defensively on this drive. It's a great job by Posey to recover the fumble there. But he decided to run it out of bounds as opposed to throwing that one away, and that will help the Warriors' cause on defense. We're looking at about 3rd and 13. 3 receivers to your right. And that's where he's looking. No, back to his left now, going deep, wants it all. And that one is well covered by the Warrior defense. Number 12, Ricky Nelson, and number 23, Trayshawn Bradley in coverage. That's going to make it 4th and long. And it looks like we're seeing the Rams special teams unit come out in the field. We will see their first punt of the evening with 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Number 18, Elijah Wilson back deep with number 2, Vino Smith on the return here. There's the punt. Wilson fumbles it. Oh! And that ball is still loose. And still waiting for an official signal on who recovered that one. Wilson is still down on the play. Looks like that was recovered by the Warriors, so good news there. But unfortunately, Elijah Wilson still down on the field at this moment. Again, we hope it is nothing serious. And so far, so good, as he's helped up to his feet. And it looks like he's going to walk off on his own accord. So that is great news. Well, disaster averted for the Warriors on that play. So they're going to start this drive probably with the least favorable field position they've had to start a drive tonight. Deep in their own red zone at about the 15-yard line. Three-score deficit right now for Lima. We'll see if they are able to cut into that a bit. As number 9, Twig Johnson has checked into the game. Saw him looking good in warm-ups today. And I believe we have Damon Connerton Yates in at quarterback. Who's actually who I saw warming up with Twig in the pregame. And we're going to be running a speed option to the right. Well, that's a quarterback keeper, and nothing doing on that one. as I believe Yates is brought down for a loss on that play. It's going to make it 2nd and long. Johnson and Yates stay out there, as well as John Savoy, number 1, Christian Clark, number 00, and number 29, Torian Lute in the backfield. Takes a snap, and it'll be a pitch to Lute, who cuts back, and that's a fumble. As that ball gets poked loose, Lute did a good job making one man miss, but unfortunately was unable to do much after that. But the Warriors do recover, so now they're going to have 3rd and long from inside their own 5-yard line as we approach the final seconds here in the first period, just under 30 seconds. So this will likely be the last play of the first period. Warriors need to get to the 23-yard line for a first down, so they may just consider getting a few yards to give their punter a little more room. But we'll see what the strategy is here on 3rd and long. Savoy's out wide, just off your screen. Oh, we're moving to the other side of the field as the first period has run out. So after 1, it is the Motor City Rams 19 and the Lima Warriors 0. Here from Falcon Stadium in Dearborn Heights. Thank you all for joining us. Those of you just joining us, here's a quick recap of the first quarter. The Rams got off to a hot start with a quick screen pass that got taken for a big chunk of yards and then a deep touchdown pass. The Warriors' first drive resulted in a strip sack and a scoop and score. And then the Rams would add to their 2-score lead with a nice run from number 14, Javon Perry. A missed extra point and failed 2-point conversion is what gives us the 19-0 count that we are currently looking at. And as we start the second quarter, it's going to be 3rd and about 18 for the Warriors on the shadow of their own goal line. This is the Players Football Association Lima Warriors Facebook page. Broadcast brought to you in part by Carnage Media, who provided the broadcast equipment. Make sure you follow them over on Facebook.com at Carnage Media PPV or YouTube.com at Carnage Media PPV. So here we go. The second quarter all set. See if the Warriors offense can pick up a big chunk here. Yates dropping back. He's going to throw this one to his left and just out of reach of the intended receiver, Christian Clark. That's going to make it 4th and long here for the Warriors. Warriors punt team coming out. Going to be looking to probably bring everyone in to avoid this punt getting blocked. See number 3, Devin Ashley, back deep, only around the 35-yard line right now. As Sanchez standing at the very, very back of the end zone. He's not going to have much wiggle room. There's the snap. Kick is up. And it's going to be A little short, but takes a friendly Warrior bounce, corralled at the 33, and he might be gone. He's going to turn the corner here, make a man miss, and tackled inside the 5-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal Rams. As you cannot ask for better starting field position than that. Tough sledding so far here today for Lima Warriors. Big goal line stand could really inject some energy here, turn the tide of this momentum. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Number 1, Curtis Allen Jr. out wide to the left, just off your screen. Covered by number 2, Vino Smith for the Warriors. And that's going to be a handoff. He's going to make a man miss, but stopped short of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Rams. Rams line up under center this time. Warriors defense looking to come in. Hand off to the fullback, who plows forward, but is stopped short. So it's going to be 3rd and goal this time. Warrior defense holding strong for the moment. Another good stop here in short yardage situations. Quarterback Posey brings the play into the huddle. We'll see if they go back to the shotgun or stay under center. Looks like they're going to stay in a power I formation here. Posey takes a snap. That's a quarterback sneak. And the pile moves forward, and that will be a touchdown for the Rams as they add to this lead. It's going to make it 25-0 in favor of the Rams. As it appears they will attempt the extra point in this situation. $11 minutes remaining in this first half. The Rams may be dealing with a delay of game here on the extra point. Will they get the play off in time? Oh, I think we will have offsides there. That was number 00, Christian Clark. So that will move the ball about a yard closer for this extra point attempt. Snap is good. Kick is up. And the extra point is good. So that will make it 26-0 in favor of the Rams. As the Warrior offense looks to get some points on the board in this next drive. 11 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in the first half. So this Lima Warrior offense looking to get into a rhythm here. Been a rough start for the offense. Not really been able to get much momentum going. Been pretty quick drives. Some 3-and-outs, a strip sack fumble that resulted in a scoop and score. And unfortunately for the Warriors, it was a 2-score game in about the first 2 minutes of action. So they have been fighting their way to try to stay in this thing. But a big return on that short punt gave the Rams 1st and goal, and they have now added to this lead. Kicker is set. This one is going to be fielded at about the 25. Got some blockers in front of him. Going to push forward and be brought down right around the 37-yard line. Number 22 is Amarian Allen on the return. And we have a Ram player down at the moment. Looks like that is number 19, Jabril Warren. Who luckily is up to his feet already, so that's a great sign. And walking off on his own accord. So great news there. We will keep you posted on the status of the injured player, but for now, we are set to return to action as both teams have taken the field. 10.5 minutes remain in the first half. It will be Damon Connerton Yates in at quarterback. Looks like we've got Ricky Nelson checked into the game on offense as well. Q Von Henry, Twig Johnson, and Christian Clark out there with John Savoy out to the left. Yates is looking to his right. He's looking for Johnson, comes back for it. That one's picked off by the Rams, and he's going to have a chance to return this one. Got some blockers, and he will take this one back to the house. Number 00, Davion Haynes with the pick six for the Rams. But hold on just a minute, folks. It looks like there was a penalty on the return. And so that one won't be a touchdown. We will see where the Rams will start with this ball. A great play by the DB on that one as Twig Johnson tried to get underneath and come back to the ball. Made a great effort. But an incredible play by the defensive back, not only on the interception, but on the return. Although, according to the officials, he had a little help. And it looks like the Rams offense going to have the ball still in Warrior territory. So they got some of those return yards, and they're going to be starting this drive on the Warrior 35-yard line. So here comes Armani Posey and that Rams offense. Number 14, Javon Perry, already with a touchdown today. Looks like the ball got moved to the 30-yard line, so that'll be the official starting point for this drive. Quarterback takes a snap, play action, surveys the field. He steps up into the pocket. He's looking down the field, and that one is over the head of number 3, Devin Ashley. And that will bring up 2nd and long. Warriors defense in need of a turnover. A stop would be huge, but a turnover could set them up for great field position, maybe get some points on the board. But for now, it'll be a timeout for the Motor City Rams as they hold a 26-point lead. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. If you are in the Lima area, make sure you join us live from Goodwin Field over at Allen East. Check out the game in person. Enjoy the concession stands. But for those that can't make it in person, this is the place to be. Follow us on Facebook right here, this very page. And if you're watching in the future on YouTube, it is Lima Warriors, the Lima Warriors official Facebook page. Shout out to the Warriors sideline cameraman for all of their home games, Todd Sturgeon Photography. Of course, Trinity Trifecta, who provided those great uniforms that the Warriors are rocking now for the 2nd week in a row. This game also brought to you by Wilson Football's Frickers of Lima and Carnage Media, providing the equipment for the broadcast tonight. It's going to be the pistol formation, a deep pistol with the running back who's got a head of steam as he takes that handoff. And, an impressive tackles. We've got a little bit of extracurricular activity going on down the field. As a Ram receiver and Warrior DB shoving a little bit after the play. But did you see the tackle on that one for a second? Thought number 17, Darius Adkins, was going to hurdle somebody. Got caught mid-flight. Brought down for a minimal gain, if any, right around that. Yeah, did get a couple of yards on that one. So it's going to be 3rd and about 7 or 8. Warriors defense hungry for a stop on this drive. Two receivers left, one to the right. Number 14, Perry, in at running back now. Snap, and the handoff is to Perry, who's going to bounce that one out, but is corralled by number 38, Aaron Reed, with the tackle. And there was a hold on that one, which is going to be declined. So that's going to make it 4th down. So the Warriors will decline the penalty. So instead of 3rd and about 17, it will be 4th and 7. Looks like the Rams offense staying out on the field. 6.5 minutes before halftime. Posey takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking deep, and that one is incomplete. Well covered by the Warriors, intended for number 12, Drew Carroll, who is still down on the field at this moment. As the trainer's going to take a look at him. It will be Warrior football when play resumes. As Carroll is up to his feet now. Looks to be okay, so we love to see that. Now with 6 minutes remaining, it's time for the Warrior offense to get back out there. They will receive the kick to start the second half. So if they're able to put a touchdown on the board, it gets them within striking distance to start the second half. We've got Clark, Wilson, Savoy, and Nelson out there with the quarterback, Damon Connerton Yates. Oh, Savoy's checking out. Looks like that'll be Twig Johnson out wide to the top of your screen. And the hard count looks like it got him. But the throw is out of reach for Twig Johnson. That'll fall incomplete. The Warriors will get 5 yards on the offsides. Good job there on the hard count by Yates as Savoy checks back into the game. Looks like Qvon Henry has checked in for Nelson. Empty backfield until Henry motions into the running back position. And it'll be a handoff to Henry, looking for some running room. Won't find it as 2 Rams are there to make the tackle in the backfield. That'll make it second and medium, about 2nd and 6. So we get underneath the 5-minute mark here. The Warriors might not be in too big of a hurry as long as they can keep picking up first downs. I'm sure they wouldn't mind the Rams not getting another chance at the ball before the end of the first half as Henry motions out wide. He's going to stay in there. As the pressure gets through, and the Rams get the sack on that one. A big loss on the play is going to move the ball behind the original line of scrimmage. So now it's going to be about 3rd and 11 for Lima. Who are in dire need of a first down on this play. Rams hold a 26-point lead as the Warriors look to convert on this big 3rd down. Yates takes the snap, but that one's blown dead. It will be a false start on the Warriors, so that's going to back them up 5 more yards. Make this one 3rd and 16. As the sun begins to set here at Falcon Stadium. Let's see what the Warriors call here on this 3rd and long situation. Clark and Wilson out to the right. That's Savoy and Johnson to the quarterback's left. Q-Von Henry in the backfield. Yates is going to roll left. He's got Henry there to block. Looking downfield. Going to throw this one incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Warriors with 2 minutes, 47 seconds remaining. We will get a chance to see the 2-minute offense of the Motor City Rams. Sanchez comes into the game to punt. It's number 17, Adkins, the deep man to return, hanging out around his own 35-yard line. Whistle blows it dead. And that'll move it back 5 more as the penalty is on the Warriors. So now the returner hovering around midfield. Sanchez will have more room to work with than he did on his last punt, but unfortunately that snap goes between his legs and he will fall on it. And the Rams will again find themselves in a 1st and goal situation, assuming this play stands. But it looks like there was a flag on the play. And the penalty is on the Rams. It looked like it might have been a personal foul because that one's going to actually result in a 1st down for Lima. As the Warrior offense gets new life with just over 2 minutes remaining in the half. That is a huge break for Lima as disaster is averted. But let's see if they're able to capitalize it. They'll start this drive on their own. Well, they'll restart this drive on their own 34-yard line with a huddle that starts back at the 12. As we have officially hit the 2-minute warning. Warriors will look to try to put some points on the board before halftime. It looks like they're going to talk about it here for a minute. Thank you all for tuning in to Warriors football tonight. The Players Football Association, brought to you by Wilson Football's Frickers of Lima, Trinity Trifecta, Todd Sturgeon Photography, and Carnage Media Pay-Per-View. Warriors offense had a long first half here. They're going to likely be looking to pass the ball with only 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Last week, it was their run game that did most of the heavy lifting offensively, including big plays from their quarterbacks, on the ground. Here we have Connerton Yates in the shotgun. Hard count may have worked again. Unfortunately, it worked a little too well, as that will be a false start on the Warriors, as they will give some of that free yardage back. Wilson, Clark, Savoy, and Johnson are your receivers. Yates going to roll out to his left. Looking, going to throw this one deep, and that is caught. I believe that's Twig Johnson, made a man miss. Now he's running for the end zone. That is a touchdown, Lima, as they get the big play they need and put some points on the board. That'll make it 26-6. (26-6) is the score here now at Falcon Stadium as the Warriors get a touchdown on the board. The touchdown pass from Connaughton Yates to Michael Twig Johnson. A huge play that could not have come at a better time for the Lima offense. And we'll see if it's a standard extra point or if they're going to go for 2 on this one. I believe they'll just kick the extra point. There's a minute and 33 seconds remaining in this first half. After the Warriors offense scores on what has been one of the best passing plays they have seen this season. Yates rolling to his left, bought some time. Found his man Johnson, who brought that one in and then made a man miss on his way to pay dirt. Now, after this extra point, the Warrior defense will need to hold on for 93 seconds. As Lima gets the ball back to start the second half, could give them a chance to get back into this one. As we get ready for the point after here. It looks like it will be a standard extra point. Oh, this may stand corrected. That's Vance Thomas in at quarterback. And is that ball live? I think the whistle has blown. As the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. That will keep the score 26-6 in favor of Motor City. As we will see how aggressive the Rams will be, as they'll have the ball with 93 seconds remaining in this first half. Warriors get their first touchdown of the game on the arm of Damon Connaughton Yates, who found Twig Johnson deep down the field. Johnson carried it the remaining 30 yards across the goal line, but the 2-point conversion was no good. And that brings us here to 26-6. Warriors getting set for the kickoff. Number 17, Darius Adkins, the deep man for the Rams. Sanchez set to kick. And it's a deep kick, going to be recovered right around the 20. He's got some blockers, looking to turn the corner. Makes a man miss and gets a few more yards out of that one, does Davion Haynes. Nice return for the Rams. And now with 68 seconds remaining, We'll see if they are looking for more points or if they're content to take this lead into the locker room. Looks like there was a hold on this one as it's getting marched back. And that may change the decision making here for the Rams offense as they will actually start on their own 20. The Warriors defense still has to stay on their toes as we've seen the Rams make some big plays down the field so far in this first half. Quarterback Posey in the shotgun with Perry in the backfield. 4 receivers in the formation. Posey takes a snap. He is going to look to pass. He's going to track this one down to number 88, and that is incomplete. Number 22 is Amarion Allen in coverage. As that one doesn't take too much time off the clock. We're still looking at about a minute left in the first half. 2nd and 10 Rams. Same formation this time as the Rams come to the line. Powell takes the snap, drops back, looking deep down the right side, and that is incomplete. Intended for number 1, Curtis Allen, with Vino Smith in coverage. As that one was well defended by Smith. And that'll make it 3rd and 10. And because of those quick incompletions, still 55 seconds remaining in the first half. And, there's a flag on this play as well. But the penalty is declined. So it looks like it was holding, but they're going to stick with the 3rd and 10, perhaps in hopes of another quick incompletion and another shot for the Warrior offense to get the ball back. Rams in the shotgun, 3 receivers to their right, and it'll be a draw. And he might have some room to work here as one big cut opens things up for Perry as he is forced out of bounds in Warrior territory. A big first down run on 3rd and 10. And now there was a flag after the play. So we'll wait the word from the officials. After the big run by Perry, there was a penalty on the Rams, so they're going to walk this one back a little bit. As that puts the line of scrimmage now at the 38-yard line. With 46 seconds left in the first half. As Posey breaks the huddle. Warriors have one safety deep. Make that two deep safeties. We got Smith and Nelson back there. Number 17 in motion. Going to be looking across the middle, and that is incomplete. Coverage on the play by number 24, Ace Henley. Number 38, Aaron Reed, also in the area. So I'll make it second down for the Rams. 39 seconds left in the first half. Thank you all for tuning in to Warriors football here at Falcon Stadium. Been a hard first half for the Warriors, who found themselves in a quick 2-score deficit, but did score a touchdown on their last drive, giving them life as they will receive the kick to start the second half. So they really need a stop here. But this Rams offense has been hard to stop tonight. Posey takes a snap, going to drop back, going to step. Oh, that one looks like it. I don't know if that was a fumble or incomplete pass. Looks like it was ruled an incomplete pass. Not sure if somebody got a hand on it. But that will stop the clock with 32 seconds remaining. Boy, the Warriors D would have loved for that to have been a live ball. But as it stands, still 10 yards to go. The Rams will get a first down. 31 seconds remain. Third and 10. Last time the Rams had 3rd and 10 on this drive, it was a halfback draw that got a big chunk of yards. So the Warriors got to be ready for that. Here's the snap. This time it's a fake handoff. Pressure coming. Posey steps up. He's got a little bit of time now. He's going to heave this one deep for number 1, and that one's caught. 2 defenders in the area, but Curtis Allen Jr. comes down with it with 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Looked like number 6, Dakari Adams, almost got to the quarterback, but Posey was able to buy some time, float out to his left, and unloaded that one. And despite 2 men in coverage, Curtis Allen Jr. came down with it. And the momentum has swung back in Motor City's favor after that big play. That being said, 20 seconds remain. If the Warriors keep them out of the end zone, they will still have a chance to make this a 26-14 game at the start of the third quarter, as Lima does get the ball to start the second half. So we're going to have a timeout here. Difficult situation for the Warrior defense. Going to try to keep everything in front of them here with only 20 seconds remaining. You may see defensive backs drop back a little bit and just defend that goal line. First downs don't matter quite as much with this much time remaining in the period. Looks like the Rams coming out with 4 receivers. Going to be 3 of them stacked to the right side of the line. Number 14, Perry, in at running backs. Had a big day so far, as has the quarterback, Armani Posey. And Perry actually out in the slot now, so an empty backfield as Posey motions the running back. And here he is looking to pass, looking to his left. And that one is caught, but Don't see a signal yet. It was caught in the back corner of the end zone. I believe that is a touchdown, Rams. With 13 seconds remaining in the first half. So that is a very tough break for the Warriors, as that will make it 32-6 in favor of the Rams, as they're going to line up for the extra point. So Motor City finds the answer. They push that lead back up to 32-6. Extra point pending. That one's blocked. And ball still live. And now it has been blown dead. So blocked kick for the Warriors means that this one will stay at 32-6 for the time being. 12 seconds left in the first half. We'll see if the Warriors are able to get a big enough return to take a shot at the end zone, or if they'll just be taking the knee to get into the locker room. Once again, want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, making us a part of your Saturday night. Been 4 touchdowns for this Rams offense, 1 on defense. Missed extra point, failed 2-point conversion, and a blocked extra point on that last drive. Lima failed their 2-point conversion attempt, and that's how we got to 32-6. As the kick is away, and it'll be just short of the returner. Nice bounce, though. Gives him a chance to bring this one back, and he'll be knocked out of bounds at around the 42-yard line. And that would have potentially given them a shot to throw one deep for the end zone. However, looks like the clock has run out on the first half, folks. So that will take us into halftime with the score, the Motor City Rams 32, the Lima Warriors 6. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the second half of action in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Lima Warriors football, folks. The Players Football Association. The second half getting ready to start. The Warriors will receive the second half kick. 32-6 is the score in favor of the Motor City Rams, whose offense has been hard to stop. A lot of damage in the passing game. They also have had some good runs by number 14, Javon Perry. But the Warriors scored a touchdown near the end of the first half. Unfortunately, gave one up with just about 12 seconds remaining. So the offense has a little momentum. We'll see if it carried over as we are underway here in the third quarter. One's fielded by Henley. He's got nowhere else to run there as he is corralled at the 31-yard line. We'll see what the Warrior offense can cook up in their first drive of the second half. A brief and admittedly vague update for you on the injured player, Jeremy Green. I still don't know the official nature of the injury, but he is out. He's got a brace on the left knee, and he will not be returning to this game. So a tough break for the Warriors. We sure hope that he is okay, and we'll get to see him next week. Connerton Yates in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking left, fakes the screen, going deep, and that one is out of reach for Savoy. Looked like the DB might have had a chance to get that one. It's number 28, Charles Shannon in coverage. As the Warriors start out aggressively. I like the play call there. Pump fake the screen, going deep. But unfortunately, a little too much on that one for Yates. Three receivers to the left. Takes a snap. He's going to roll left. Had success on a similar play earlier. Going deep again for Twig Johnson. That one is incomplete. Pass defended by number 21, Cam Bell. As that looked very similar to the play that the Warriors scored their first half touchdown with. This time, the Rams were ready for it. Well, thank you all for tuning in here. If you're just joining us in the second half, Rams jumped out to a quick 2-score lead off of a very efficient first drive. They scored, I think, in 3 or 4 plays on their first offensive drive. Then a strip sack of quarterback Donovan Sanchez led to a scoop and score, putting the Warriors down by 2 scores early. And they have been fighting to get back in it since then. Offense saw some life late in the first half as that one sails over the head of Twig Johnson. And that'll make it 4th and 10 as we see the punt team come out for the Warriors. Next time you're in Lima, be sure to stop by our friend and sponsor, Frickers of Lima. Get you some delicious chicken. Sanchez set, going to punt this one. Almost blocked. Did a good job of getting that one, but it ends up being a short kick. Recovered in a dangerous area there. And it will be Rams football right around the 35-yard line of Lima. As that first Warriors drive stalls out, now we will see the Lima defense see if they've got a new look for the Rams offense here in the second half. As quarterback number 7, Armani Posey, has done a great job delivering the football in the first half. They also had some good runs from number 14, Javon Perry. Posey takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff as the running back finds some room right there up the middle. That's Perry. Good for about 6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. Perry's done a good job making people miss. He had a big, huge gain on a 3rd and long in the first half on a halfback draw. I've also seen him split out wide and play a little receiver at that size. can do a lot of things for this Rams offense. And the ball's going to go back to him again. He makes a cut inside. Great move, and he's going to make it down inside the 10 as he is tackled by a couple of Warriors there. And it appears we have a Warrior player down at the end of that play. So it's going to be 1st and goal Rams when we get back to the action. But, of course, trainer's got to take a look at the injured player. Looks to be okay as he's up to his feet and walking this one off. So great sign there. And it's going to be 1st and goal inside the 5. Looks like the 4-yard line. The Rams looking to add another touchdown to this lead.
It's not a timeout, bro.
It's the Rams offense getting up to the line. It's going to be 1st and goal. Posey takes a snap, and he will keep that one on the read option, heading for the corner, and he will be stopped short of the goal line. Few different Warriors in the area. John Savoy, Ricky Nelson, 2 of them. See the Rams back in the shotgun. We did see them go to a power I the last time they were in a goal-to-go situation. Of course, they were a little closer then than they are now, so we'll see if they pull that back out. Takes a snap, dropping back, looking left, and that is bobbled, but caught for the touchdown. Number 85 with the reception. That is Deontay Shivers. Good 4-6. Great concentration to hold on to that one after the initial juggle. And that's going to make it 38-6 in favor of the Rams. Extra point pending. There are 10 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. As the Rams will look to add one more. Extra points have been anything but a guarantee tonight for both sides. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. That will make it 39-6 as the Rams get the quick 3 and out to start the second half and put points on the board in their first drive as they push that lead now up to 33 points. See what the Warriors offense has in store for us on this next drive. It's been a long night for the offense, but they did find success late in the first half with a deep pass from Damon Connerton Yates to Twig Johnson that went for 6. We have not seen the usual success in the running game that we're used to seeing with this Warriors team. And with their current deficit, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a ton of runs here in the second half. Smith and Allen, the returners back, looking to give the offense a boost with some good starting field position. So we have a new kicker into the game for Motor City, and that one gets to Smith at around the 16, fakes the reverse. He's going to hold on to that one and fights forward through a couple of tacklers, and the drive will begin right around the 30-yard line of Lima. It's a beautiful night here at Falcon Stadium. The sun is setting. The lights are on. Got number 29, Torian Lute, checking into the game on offense. Also, Ricky Nelson, number 12, in the game, along with Twig Johnson and Christian Clark. And John Savoy in the slot. Yates takes a snap. It'll be a handoff to Lute. And he is stopped before he can get going for a short loss on the play. Same formation as they come to the line. Running back Lute just to Connerton Yates' left. He's going to roll left. Pressure gets there very quickly. And Connerton Yates was lucky to get rid of that one when he did, as that one will fall incomplete as the pressure of the Rams defense gets home very quickly on that play. And that will make it 3rd and long for Lima. 9.5 minutes remaining in the third period. Lima been losing the game in the trenches on offense, unable to really get anything going in the running game. And as we saw on that play, the pressure got through quickly. Savoy, the man in motion. Lima takes a snap. Yates looking left. He's going to heave this one down the sideline and incomplete. Intended for Twig Johnson. 2 Rams in coverage, including number 21, Cam Bell, and number 0, Kevin Williams. It's going to make it 4th and 10. The Warrior offense going to stay out on the field. They're going to need to start making some big plays to change their fate in this game, so why not start now? Keeping the offense on the field for 4th and long. Q-Von Henry's checked in the game. He's in the slot. Actually, he's out wide. It's going to be Nelson in the slot. Savoy and Clark on the other side. And looks like we got some motion at the line. And this time it will be offsides on the defense. So that hard count by Damon Connerton Yates has been pretty effective this evening. And that's going to make this 4th down a little more manageable. So a huge break for the Warrior offense. As Twig Johnson checks back into the game for Henry. Lute remaining in the backfield. Nelson and Johnson to Yates' right. Savoy and Clark to the left. Now Nelson, the man in motion. Connerton Yates takes a snap. Got to step up. He may not be able to get out of this one, and brought down for the sack. And that will be a turnover on downs. as Mike Burris Jr. gets the sack on that one. And this talented Rams offense will get the ball with great field position here on the Warrior 31-yard line. As there are now under 8 minutes remaining in the third period. Warriors uniforms today brought to you by Trinity Trifecta. One wide receiver wide out to the left, just out of frame. Got a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Perry this time. He's got room around the outside and gets close to a first down on that carry. And that's going to make it a second and short. Looks like about a 2nd and 1, maybe 2 for the Rams as Posey brings the play into the huddle. Don't forget, folks, we are right back to the action next Saturday at 7 p.m. Unfortunately, I will not be here with you for the next 2 games, but I look forward to rejoining you in June. Two receivers bunched tightly to the left. There's a lot of space over there left of that hash mark, but it's going to be a handoff, and there we go. Looking to utilize some of that space is number 14, Perry. Makes a man miss and is corralled by number 45 on the tackle. That is Alexander McCoy. Wonder if the spacing on that offensive formation was intentional, because there was a lot of room. And Perry put it to good use on that carry. And we've got a timeout here with 5.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, as the Motor City Rams holding on to a 39-6 lead against the Lima Warriors. We've got an injured player on the field. Looks like it could just be a cramp there as they're stretching him out. Of course, fans, if you're not following this Facebook page, make sure you to do so you can stay in the loop on everything in the world of Warriors football. Schedule updates, special events, as the injured player, number 38, Aaron Reed, back on his feet and jogging off the field. So that is a great sign. So we'll be back to the action at the conclusion of this timeout. Follow Todd Sturgeon Photography on Facebook for your up-close look at all Warriors home games. He's an incredible photographer. Make sure you check him out and reach out to him if you need a sports photographer for your next event. We're also brought to you by Wilson Footballs, Frickers of Lima, Trinity Trifecta, and Carnage Media, providing the equipment on this broadcast. Carnage Media, of course, going live for Nightmare Promotions. It's official. May 23rd. Our first time down in Kentucky. Snap to Posey, looking right. Going to step fire this one over the middle. And it is caught for a touchdown. Rams passing game hard to stop, as that one is brought in by number 1, Curtis Allen Jr. It's made some big plays for the Rams offense tonight, as that will push the score to 45-6 with the extra point pending. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. .97 back in the game for this point after. There's a flag on the play, and that will be a false start on the Rams. So they're going to walk this one back 5 yards, and we'll try again on the PAT. Snap is up. Oh, and I don't know if that was designed or if he had to pull it because he sensed the block coming, but that will turn into 2 points for Davian Haynes, who had the wherewithal to pull that one up when he saw the Warriors defense flying through, turns the corner, and crosses the goal line for the 2-point conversion, which makes our score now 47-6 in favor of the Rams. The Warriors return home next Saturday, looking to bounce back against the Flint Fury. The first of a 2-game homestand, as they will then host Stark County on May the 30th. You can catch the action in person at Goodwin Field over at Allen East. Those great facilities there. Of course, then the Warriors will kick off June against their rival the Flag City Phantoms on June 6th, followed by an away game at Grand Rapids on the 13th. They'll host the Michigan Force on June the 20th. Travel back to Michigan to take on the Bills on the 27th. And the final home game of the year, July 11th, against Mid-Ohio. As now we are back to the action on this kickoff. And a nice little return there for number... Sorry, I missed that. The return gets them close to midfield. The Warriors are going to start right around their own 40-yard line. Oh. Looks like there was a penalty on the play, so this is going to move the starting point for this drive into Rams territory, as the Warriors will get the ball on the Motor City 40 as opposed to their own. Clark, Savoy, Johnson, and Q Von Henry in the game at the skill positions. Connerton Yates in the shotgun. 4 minutes remain in the third period. Takes a snap. Yates rolling to his right. Looking. Going to fire this one. Intercepted. And now he's got some room to run. Looking for a big return. Number 5. He's going to cut back. He might take this one to the house. Only the quarterback Yates to beat. And Connerton Yates brings him down. Number 5, DeFerrell Davis on the interception. And he almost brought that all the way back as the Warriors' offensive woes continue tonight. A great play on the return. Connerton Yates not giving up tracking down the returner to wrap him up. It'll be 1st and goal for the Rams. Looks like it's going to be 1st and goal around the 7-yard line. Rams with a different personnel here. They got a couple of tight ends in the game. They're going to hand this one to Perry. He's going to bounce it to the outside, cut back to the middle. That's a fumble. Looks like it was recovered by the Rams. I believe that was number 23, Trayshawn Bradley. Poked that one loose. Rams waiting for the play calls. Number 31 is going to check into the game. Checking in for Jabril Warren there. Number 19 is Jalen Collier. Warriors defense been asked to defend a short field a couple of times tonight. A tall task against this talented offense. Suppose he's in the shotgun, takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Collier. He's going to cut in and out. Stayed on his feet, it looks like. Does he get through? He does. Looked for a moment there that he would be tackled after a short gain, but that is a touchdown, and now there is a flag after the play. It's going to put 6 more on the board for Motor City, making it 53-6. Looks like the Ram offense staying on the field. As Posey will huddle them up. So a 2-point conversion to follow. So we have a minute remaining in the third quarter. Collier checking back into the game at running back. And the Rams will take a timeout. So we'll have a brief break from the action before this 2-point attempt. Score is 53-6 with 68 seconds remaining in the third quarter here at Falcon Stadium. Been a tough night for the Warriors. We'll be hoping to build some momentum towards the next week's home game by putting some points on the board here in this upcoming fourth quarter. As Posey and the Rams offense trot back onto the field for this 2-point conversion attempt. Got 4 receivers in the formation. The running back, number 31, Collier. And another whistle. All right, we are back to it now as the teams are getting set. 2-point conversion attempt coming. Man in motion, and we have another penalty flag here. That'll be a false start on the Rams. So that'll up the difficulty on this point after attempt. The offense stays out there, though. Man in motion. Posey takes a snap, looking left, got some pressure there, and is brought down. That is number 6, Dakari Adams with the sack. Number 8, Dre Riley got there as well. And that'll keep the score right where it is, 53-6. As the Warrior return team will get ready to set the offense up for their next drive. Lima's touchdown came near the end of the first half on a deep pass from Damon Connerton Yates, rolling to his left, connecting with Twig Johnson, who caught the ball around the 30 and ran it the rest of the way. The Rams passing game has been very efficient tonight. They've put up most of the points on the board, although they have had at least one rushing touchdown and nearly two defensive touchdowns. There was a scoop and score and a pick that almost went all the way back. Number 10, Takari Johnson, lined up to kick this one. And the kick is away. It is not handled cleanly by Smith, but he's got some room to run now, looking to make some moves up the sideline, and is forced out at about the 30. As we are closing in on the final seconds of the third period, we may see one more play. So we see Q-Von Henry, Torian Lute in the game, as well as it looks like Sanchez back in the game at quarterback. You got Christian Clark out there, John Savoy, Ricky Nelson, Vance Thomas in the game at tight end. And that will do it for the third quarter. So we will flip sides, and the Warriors will start this drive as the fourth quarter is underway. You're watching Warriors football here on the Lima Warriors Facebook page as we are getting ready to begin the final quarter. At this point, this one is well in hand for the Rams. The goal for the Warrior offense will certainly be to build some momentum going into next week. It's been a rough couple of weeks on the offensive side of the ball. Let's see if they can put some points on the board in this drive as Vance coming into the backfield. Could be some trickery here with two quarterbacks back there. Looking for the screen. No, that's a slant to Savoy. Looked like that one was a little low and behind him, unable to corral it. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. under the lights tonight at Falcon Stadium, and this one has been all Rams from the early going. They got 2 quick touchdowns, one on offense, one on defense, and the Warriors have been trying to catch up since. See what the offense can do here on this drive. Takes a snap, rolling to his right, going to throw this one away. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Not sure if Sanchez felt the pressure and threw that one away, or if that was intended for the tight end Vance. Either way, the Warriors still have 10 yards to go to get this first down. Kevon Henry in the backfield with Sanchez. 2 receivers to your left. That's Savoy in the slot. Christian Clark out wide. Sanchez takes a snap, looking to his right. He's going to throw this one deep, just out of the reach of his receiver. That was intended for number 12, Ricky Nelson, who was able to get a hand on it, but not able to bring that one in. Good look. See, he had a step on his man. That'll bring up 4th down. Twig Johnson in the game. Sanchez takes a snap, looking right, going to throw this one, and that one falls incomplete, intended for John Savoy. And my apologies, that was 3rd down, so that makes this 4th down. Just under 12 minutes to go. Looks like there was a penalty on that one. 15-yard variety, so that'll be a first down for the Warriors. So they will now have the ball at the 45, about the shadow of the 45-yard line as the chain gang gets moving. This stream brought to you by Carnage Media. If you are a fan of combat sports, MMA, boxing, kickboxing, or even a little pro wrestling, make sure you give us a follow. Live events all summer. Snap. That's going to be a pop pass to Savoy. I think that's a loose ball. Ruled a fumble. And recovered by the Rams. Play happened very quickly. Thought it might have been an incomplete pass, but the ruling on the field is that that is a fumble, and that is Rams ball. A very unfortunate break for the Warriors after getting the first down via penalty. And now with 10.5 minutes remaining, that Rams offense comes onto the field with great field position once again. Looking to add to this lead in front of their home crowd. Flag on the play. Might have been a delay of game. Yep, that is the rule. The Whistle came in right before the ball was snapped. So there you have it, a delay of game. And that'll move. Oh, was it offside? Looks like it was an offsides, actually. My apologies there. So it actually makes it 1st and 5. Posey in the shotgun play action, looking left. Got a man on the hitch route right there on the sideline. Going to truck through a couple of defenders. That'll be good for a 1st down. Pass caught by the tight end, number 88, Harvey Briscoe. As the Rams passing game continuing to have a good night. Another look at the Rams' red zone offense. They've been deadly tonight. So we got number 19, Jabril Warren, in the game at running back. And there will be a timeout. Warriors with 8:35 remaining in the game. So they look to regroup to make a red zone stand against the Motor City Rams. Once again, fans, the Warriors return home next week. They've got a game against the Flint Fury, part of a quick little 2-game homestand before they travel to take on their rivals, the Flag City Phantoms, on June 6th. If you want to make sure you catch all of the action, you know what to do by now. Follow this Facebook page, the Lima Warriors official Facebook page, where you can also catch updates on upcoming events, any changes to the season schedule, and see some incredible shots taken by the sideline photographer Todd Sturgeon Photography. While you're following Lima on Facebook, go ahead and give Carnage Media a follow and their flagship promotion, Carnage Fight Series. Got a lot of MMA, some of the best in the Midwest, Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana. As the Rams back out on the field, send a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff. Number 19 makes a nice cut and gets that one down into a goal-to-go situation with the 1st down. That was number 19, Jabril Warren, on the carry. As it looks like the Rams have a very talented running back room. We, of course, have seen Javon Perry doing damage throughout the first 3 quarters. Now it's been number 19, Warren, and number 31, Collier, who have continued to have a nice day on the ground. A lot of room for number 17 there to your right, but it's going to be the handoff again to number 19, and fighting forward. Initially looked like he was stopped, but kept the momentum going and crossed the goal line for a touchdown. That's going to make it 59-6 in favor of Motor City. With 7.5 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Will we see a point after, or is the offense going to stay out there and go for two? Looks like it'll be the latter. As quarterback Armani Posey heads to the huddle. Number 9, Jorian O'Neal checking into the game at running back. He motions to Posey's right. Takes a snap, looking right, looking left, going to throw left. Pass incomplete. As the 2-point conversion fails. I believe that was number 2, Vino Smith in coverage. I believe I was incorrect. I believe it was number 5, Reynolds in coverage. So the score holds at 59-6 right here with 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. As the Warriors receiving team is out, the Rams kicking team getting onto the field right now. Warriors will be looking to put one more drive together. They had a little bit of magic at the end of the first half, hoping to do the same at the end of this second half. So they have some momentum to build from as they return home next week. Number 10, Johnson, lined up for the kickoff. And it's a squib kick, going to roll all the way down near the goal line. This time it is Vino Smith's able to pick it up. And he is wrapped up. Oh, no. That, I believe, was a fumble recovered by the Rams for a touchdown. He fought off the first tackler, but somebody got a hand in there, poked that ball loose, and now it is 65-6 in favor of Motor City. That is a tough one to take. As you could not have asked for a better squib kick, as it rolled all the way down to about the 1-2 yard line. Returner makes a man miss, but there were a lot of Rams in the vicinity. Somebody got their hand in there, poked that ball loose. And from there, it was a quick touchdown upon the recovery. So here comes the offense for the 2-point conversion. Takes a snap, looking right, going to throw this one. A little short of the goal line, I believe. That was no good. And that will hold at 65-6. So 3.5 minutes left. Warriors going to send the return team back out there in hopes to get one last drive. maybe get some points on the board. Been a tough night for Lima. See if the Rams try the squib kick again, as it is once again number 10 lined up. Warriors bring their return men up a little bit. Still waiting on a few players to take the field. There is the kick, another squib. That one's been touched, so they're going to have to recover it. Nice grab there. And that's a short return, and the Warriors will start this drive from inside their own 30 with about 2 minutes to go in this one. That was number 45, Alexander McCoy, on the recovery, or on the return. Should be our last look at the Warrior offense tonight, as we are in the final 2 minutes of this one. Once again, thank you all for tuning in and watching with us tonight. One last thank you to our sponsors, Wilson Footballs, Frickers of Lima, Trinity Trifecta, Todd Sturgeon Photography, and Carnage Media. Don't forget the Warriors return home next Saturday, kickoff at 7 p.m. against the Flint Fury. Sanchez in the shotgun. Takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Lute. Lute looking for some room to work with. Manages to push forward for a couple yards there on the right side of that offensive line. And the clock keeps ticking here. This may be the final play of the evening. Sanchez in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Be another handoff to Lute. Looking for some room on the right side. Goes to lower that shoulder. Gets flipped. Nice tackle on the outside after the hard-fought run by Lute. And that should... And that will be the last play of the game here. As the clock runs down to 0, the Motor City Rams are victorious. Your final score is 65-6. Tough one for the Warriors, but they get a chance to bounce back next week in a home game against the Flint Fury. So once again, thank you, all of you at home, for watching. I have been Kev Nevick with Carnage Media, and we appreciate you very much for tuning in. Don't forget the game next week, folks. And, of course, if you want to hear more from me, tune into Carnage Media for upcoming events. I will be back in this broadcast booth for you in June after the 2-game homestand. So I will see you June 6th against the Phantoms. But don't forget to catch the next 2 Saturdays, home games for the Warriors. Hopefully when I see you next, they'll be riding a 2-game win streak. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will see you next time.